Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's second and 12. Out of the gun is Minshew. He completes it to Westbrook. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
D.D. Westbrook.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Team 6. I'm coming after you.
Minshew sets to throw. And Eifert has it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Taken down.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Minshew with a quick throw out wide to Chark. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
6.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. First carry for Royce Freeman. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Taken down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Tackled at the 27.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he stopped immediately there.
Royce Freeman.
Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
Royce Freeman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Jaguars nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. It's on field. It's on field.
Here's Minshew. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
Well, that guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Now Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, Freeman. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
And a Steeler first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The first carry for Josh Adams. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
He's tackled at the
early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
At the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
A gain of a yard on the play.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
25-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They try the left side with Johnson. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
18-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
45.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. Well, may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, Charlie. Mike 52. I got him.
Now Minshew. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, Adams here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Steelers.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
The tackle made by Miles Jack. A gain of 4. It's now second.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
6 yards on the play.
They'll run with a big man. This is Adams. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out in the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Stars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the... And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 55 yards.
55 yards. And a Steeler first down.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. It's a give to Adams out of the shotgun. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Made by Miles.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll run here with Freeman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Roethlisberger. So stuff for no gain. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Number 10.
From 8 yards out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Smooth. 52 right here. 52. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 52's in Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9 on the play.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 24-yard line.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the 24, Roethlisberger. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he can't hang on. That would have been a big interception down here in field goal range. But instead, now they'll get a shot at 3.
On for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 45-yard line.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
Who wants some?
And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. On 1st down, Freeman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Now Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Smith-Schuster. A gain of 22 yards. And the Steeler 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guy who threw it.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Royce Freeman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. Boswell for the extra point.
The point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Steelers 31, Jaguars nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The tackle made by Jordan.
continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun is Minshew. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Here we go again. Bravo.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Minshew sets to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right? The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And 7.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Hey, Mike, keep gripping.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
52 right here. 52. Here we go. Hey, seam 6. 52's the mic. Watch Mike.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going deep for Eifert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger, able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First down.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the foot. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
A gain of 42 yards on the play.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead will swell by one more.
Kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew complete to the right side. It's Eifert. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
52 52's the mic right here, over there, right?
Here's Minshew. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
He's going to air one out. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order